You're live on JoyNews today. Thanks for staying with us. Now, the executive director of a think tank, Africa Education, was Kofi Asare, is suggesting that government runs the shift system in schools to ensure social distancing due to the pandemic. President Akufo-Addo is expected to make a firm decision on school reopening in January 2021 after a cabinet meeting today. Information Minister Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah last week said President is receiving briefings from the Covid-19 Technical Task Force on limited school reopenings. Kofi Asare says a complete reopening is possible if the schools run a shift system.
No country in the world has been able to contain the entire student situation at a go. In countries like in Switzerland, in Netherlands, and other countries that reopen schools very, very much earlier in the day. They are all running, school in batches. There are countries where a group of people go to school on Monday and Tuesday. The next group will go to school on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And the next week, the group that had 2 days will do 3 days and then 2 days. In our part of the world, we are used to the shift system. And so if schools with high class sizes that cannot reasonably distance within the 1 meter regulation of UNESCO and GES will definitely have to run morning and afternoon shifts. And then schools that have the capacity to accommodate all their students within the 1 meter physical distance, and especially most of the private schools should be allowed to run their system. The most important thing is that you run the class with 1 meter distancing of desks within the classroom. So again, that's what I'm saying. We are used to the shift system, and it should be possible for us to adjust to this 1 meter physical distancing, operate class sizes of between 30-35, and still run the school in either shifts, or when you go to rural areas where class sizes are smaller, they can do their regular schooling.
Now, the president of the Ghana National Association of Private Schools, NAPS, Dr. Damasus Trosong, says his organization needs support from government to make sure the reopening is smooth.
Just like what happened in the previous phased reopenings, government supported our schools by fumigating the schools, by supplying us with PPEs just like the public schools, and in some cases, even providing feeding for some of our students. We expect going into the full-scale reopening that government will continue with the supply of PPEs to private schools as well. From the effects of this virus and the closure of schools on private educational sector, it is virtually impossible to allow us and ask us to procure everything on our own. It's not going to be possible for us to do that. So we expect that government is going to take us on board, not just in the supply of PPEs, but when it comes to some educational material, books, assisting us financially to resuscitate our businesses. We expect all those levels of support from government moving.